Hey, this is Jimmy. Today it's the 10th of April. It's 6 o'clock and 10 minutes Dutch time. It was a while that I have shared an update with you guys. I was very busy, so I thought let's do a short, to the point, sweet and short update to keep you all guys updated and to share my plan with you. I will try to keep this video within 9 minutes. I'm starting my stopwatch right now. 9 minutes. You cannot see my stopwatch. There's a stopwatch in front of me. And I want to take you with me to the monthly chart of Bitcoin. And I have a few concerns and there are a few key observations. This is the monthly chart, so you cannot do like very in-depth analysis. Well, you can, but I'm gonna keep this very short and to the point. The blue line you see here is actually the 12 EMA. Bitcoin is still trading below the 12 EMA. Good things don't happen below the 12 EMA. At least good things when it comes to if you are a bull don't happen when it's trading below the 12 EMA. And it has been trading here for a while below the 12 EMA. So you could say like the primary trend is okay-ish, is bullish, as long as it's trading above the 12 EMA. Here, it is interacting with 12 EMA. We have seen such behavior as well back in 2024 in August and even in September. It wicked below the 12 EMA and up it went. It wicked below and up. Now it wicked here again and here again. So I would think that in May or end of April, we're gonna bounce hard up from that 12 EMA. But there are a few concerns. If it does not bounce up and it closes below this 12 EMA, we are in a big danger zone. Because don't think that Bitcoin cannot trade below 70K. It could easily dump back to the 60K level. We only need basically 1 month or even less to go all the way back to 60K level. Am I saying this will happen 100% sure? No. I'm saying if we're going to close below the 12 EMA, be prepared for a lot of volatility. And just know that if you're a bull, you basically need to sit that out. My other concern here is we have a bearish divergence on the RSI and a few other oscillators, but for now I only gonna focus on the RSI. And this divergence comes actually from an overbought area. Not as extreme as it was back in 2021, because this is also a very legit bearish divergence. Oh, that's the wrong one. And it signaled it's actually warning sign. See the bearish divergence on like a high time as a major warning sign. And this is a major warning sign. This is not something you want to ignore. And if you have like a bullish thesis, like technically you cannot ignore this. I understand a bullish divergence or a bearish divergence for that matter. It takes months on the monthly chart to fully play out. So if you want to learn more about the RSI and how to use it the right way, I would say start with the CMT curriculum or check the work of Wilder. He is the inventor, the creator of the RSI, the ATR, and many other OG tools. I see a lot of people misusing the RSI. That's very stupid, very bad. If you want to learn a specific indicator, this is my secret. Go back to the original creator of that indicator. So you can learn from me, but it's even better to go back to the original work of Wells Wilder and see how he used this RSI. Anyway, if it is in the overbought area and it crosses below the 70 level, it's actually a big warning sign, right? So it happened here. It happened here, crossed below the 70 level from an overbought area. Here as well, that's a major concern. And here, it took out this low, right? We took out this low, and now it's heading lower. So that's the monthly. The weekly, when it comes to the EMAs, I want to focus on, 3, but mainly one actually. 12, 21, the 50 EMA. A lot of people, traders I'm seeing, and they are using the the 50 EMA, which is the orange line, as whether Bitcoin is in a bullish or a bearish territory, or more better said, is it a bull or a bear market? Sometimes it's good to have like one rule that tells you, okay, we are in a bull or in a bear, or you need to one rule, at least one signal that tells you, okay, it's time to take profit or to minimize risk. The 50 level does, the 50 EMA absolutely makes sense. There's a lot of historical data. Just zoom out and see how Bitcoin interacted with the 50 EMA. This is a must hold level. As shared in the monthly chart, this basically aligns with the 12 EMA on the monthly. So this doesn't look good at all. We're seeing the RSI trading below what? We're seeing the RSI trading below the 50 level, which is another warning sign, or not a warning sign. It's actually telling me bears are actually in control. Nothing good happens when the RSI is below the 50 level. So we have here a potential cross or a cross, not sure, I haven't checked this for a while. Yes, we have like actually confirmed cross. So the 12 EMA, the 12 EMA, yes, crossed the 21 EMA. On the weekly, we can also see that we are trading for a while below the 21 EMA. And this is not good. This candle here in isolation, this one, it tells me, okay, this is indecision, right? It's good if you're reversal trader, because it's always indecision before reversal, or often there is some indecision before reversal, but I'm not confident yet. There's so much shit going on with the tariffs, a lot of tension. It's basically one tweet from Trump and everything can go down or up. So what is this telling me? This is telling me this is bearish. Period. This is still very bearish. I do not like how this looks like. There's more I want to share, but as promised, I want to keep this within 9 minutes. So I want to now head towards the daily, monthly chart. We have been ranging for a long time since the cycle low. We've been ranging here, 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 and here. And in each of these range, we had something to look forward to, like a big event. The ETF, the halving, Trump election. But now we don't have a lot of events only, other than a possibility for quantitative easing, tariffs, Trump playing the game like a very nasty game, and to push the Fed to do more rate cuts. Trump is a big fan of a cheaper dollar. As you guys might know or might not know, Fed is apolitical, right? Like they are independent. Like it's an independent body. Trump has nothing to say about their policy, but Trump can play games in such a way that he will force them to do rate cuts, and I think he's heading that way. But I don't want to digress a little bit too much. I want you to make you familiar with this pattern: range up, range up, range up, range up. So statistically, also if you check the work of Bulowski, ranges or rectangles are more often than not continuation patterns, especially if the primary trend is up. We have seen it on the monthly chart, also the week, especially the monthly. The trend is up, but now only this time this was the range, and then it broke down, not up, down. It broke down. So this range has actually a target. What's the target of this range? So there are actually a few ways you could determine target, like the classical way. Okay, what's the distance? The distance you add it here, and then voila, this is your target area based on this range, based on the distance between like range low and range high. and it pretty much aligns, right? It pretty much aligns. So you could say, okay, we got our target, and now up we must go, maybe. But this specific price action reminds me to what happened here, because actually what we had here was something similar. We had a range. I want you to focus on this price action so I can make my point. We had a range. We broke down, up, down, up, down, up. This was down, the new mid-level. So what happened here is it broke down, but actually what happened was this range got expanded, and I'm seeing something similar here. So this is a little bit like an outdated chart. What I actually should do is this. This is your new range. If you want to do like very precise, like, yeah, you could take this one as well, like but I rather want to, this was, this wick, you could see it as a potential, swing failure pattern actually. But this was very, caused by headlines, anxiety. So I rather want to see this range like this. I might, change it a little bit, but it's, on my own discretion. You can do it also on your discretion to lower it a little bit or to go all the way down here, so it can align with the range high from the previous range. My point is, likely this is, it's a breakdown. Yes, it lost the range. My point I want to make is this likely is expansion of this range. So, and we are now at the new range low. If this is swing failure pattern, and if something happens, or Trump shuts his mouth, or the Fed is going to giving us hints of quantitative easing in the nearby future, or more rate cuts, or something fundamentally changes, you could expect a good bounce back to the mid level if we reclaim that mid level. Don't be surprised that we gonna take out previous all-time high, and then the question is, will this be a fake out or back to the range low? So for now, I see this as a range, an expansion of the range. When am I wrong? I'm wrong if Bitcoin is closing below the 12 EMA on the monthly. Honestly, I'm not gonna do a lot of swing trading on the 4-hour. I rather prefer to do intra-trend, day trading, so trading within the trend. I do not short. It goes actually against my principles. Although I'm missing a lot of money, I have my principles very high. If I see long opportunities, I go long. If I don't see long opportunities, I just don't trade and just sit this out. Maybe next time I'm gonna go through my 15-minute trading system. Happy to share that with you. So ladies and gentlemen, that was my thesis for today. TLDR, there are a lot of warning signs. The fix is also not lying. Look how strong the fix is here. It's now sitting on 53, and this is the implied volatility, right? I think I'm gonna do a separate video of how to read fix, what fix is. It's all derived basically from the prices of options, put and calls. Probably many of you don't even know what options are. I'm happy to explain that and how to read the fix. But what this is telling me is a lot of people are hedging. They are hedging their own bets. They're anxious. So that's why they call this like the fear. The fear. It gives you like a feeling of the fear in the market. And by the way, this fix is only for the S&P, and there's like another fix in quotation marks for other indices. But yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of anxiety. We haven't took out August high, but look, this was the the fear we had in the last few years. And the fix and the S&P, they are inversely correlated, right? So if the fix is going up, normally S&P goes down. Talking about the S&P, I know this should be like a Bitcoin only video. It opened and it puked. The reason why also Bitcoin puked as well. Okay, guys, this is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this quick video. Share this with your friends. And by the way, if there are any chart requests, let me know. For those who are grateful and who have manners, drop a like, leave a comment. Drop a like and leave a comment. And those who are, those who without any manners, well, thank you for watching. See you next time. God bless. Bye-bye.